itself was on a whole series of islands, 3 gravel terraces out into Thames Valley. And our second university in Oxford is at the left here. They offer a degree in hand practitioner, hospital theatre setting. And the last exit out to the running track for the late Sir Roger Bounders to break the sub 4-minute mile. I don't think any of us are going to be going in for that today. It has been attended. I think it was, this anniversary is at least 60 years this year. So people are doing their own.
If I was going to do that, I'd bring my own headphones.
Yeah.
And out through the far left here, we've got St Hilda's College, where Zainab Badawi attended news anchor on Al Jazeera, and also Velvet Dermot International.
Well, at least we know where to come for the river.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a wander around the river.
Oh yeah, definitely.
1992 with 172 steps for quiet climb to greet the spring. Seeing some of the packages are coming in on the May 1st today morning. And Botanic Gardens are left here where you can see the paper handkerchief tree with its square blossoms, and the century plant, which actually blooms every 50 years or so nowadays. Down on the left here we've got a red door. It's now next to the University of Stanford, sunny California. And the grey dome ahead is the Radcliffe Camera, so it's part of the Bodleian Library, set in a cobbled square where a number of apothecaries lived, medicine folk. And of course they didn't have any radio or television, so they discussed bottles of potions and things like that. And we said elbows because the vehicle's alright, sorry, it's just before the worst happens, alright, okay? Your fluting it's called, it's like squirrels, they get hold of a log and they stretch themselves out to try and keep cool. So I appreciate why I try and do it, but it's not worth losing limb. Not worth losing limb. The science area we'll come round to now. And on the right here we've got a deer park at Magdalen College. 4 colleges can call upon the venison for the top table meals. We have Millennium Sundial up here on the right. Can you tell what time it is?
Oh, yeah.
You're not allowed to cheat and look at your watch or your mobile phone. Right here, yeah. And your sun every day. Yeah, it's a science in itself, isn't it? Yeah.
No, I missed it. I missed the shadow for that.
Yeah. Well, it's usually lunchtime, for example, 30 feet in the air, you get ravenous. And this is the college where the late Dudley Moore attended. He was organ scholar, get reduced fees to play the organ. And Anna Lapwood won in recent years, first female to win scholarship, gone on to play the Royal Festival Hall. Their organ has 9,000 pipes, and on the 9th of August she's going to be playing from dusk till dawn, and people can join us for this very interesting prong, listening to music in that atmosphere. In through the left, the original Electric City Wall dates from 911, and every 3 years our Lord Mayor climbs the wall, checks it doesn't fall down. And out on the right here we've got Paper Conservancy, so you really max out your footprint of each building. There's a water mill behind the deer park as well, where Dylan Thomas was able to stay, noted poet. And St Cross on the right here is where they look at medical ethics, and the cemetery where Kenneth Graham is buried, who wrote The Wind in the Willows, that Rathiamoli, who lived by the riverbank in Coburg Hall. So one week he wanted to drive a car, next week sail a boat. Did he ever want to use a coracle? We've got one of those at St Catherine's College around the right here, and you have it like a walnut shell that you strap it to your back to get in and out of Oxford when it floods, which unfortunately is quite rare.
Oh.
And St Cat's around the right there where Jessamine Williamson attended, former Prime Minister in Trinidad and Tobago. Also Jeanette Winterson wrote Orange is not the only fruit, Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird.
That's lesbo stuff.
And these fields on the right here are where we hold the varsity matches.
Lesbian fiction is fantastic.
Such as pickleball, cross between badminton and table tennis, and kabaddi, that's Indian wrestling. Also bicycle polo, there's lethal on your shins. And along on the left here we've got this wonderful great long window, so you can wave to yourself, check your hairdo in the window, take a photo of you, take a photo of you in there, see if that comes out. And we've got Lineker on the right here. They did look at courses on the environment. We have students here on the Erasmus Exchange, named after the famous Dutchman. Yasmin Al-Brown here, columnist in The Independent, originally there from Uganda in the early 70s, came to Britain and settled in Leicester, for example. This on the left is Life and Mind faculty, and it's quite a hike because they've recently done away with the height restrictions in Oxford. And we therefore don't know if we're going to get any walkie-talkies or cheese graters like the London skyline. They're building get nicknamed, for example. But this was experimental psychology. They had a ceiling that would change colour according to your mood. Very useful when you're plants, pets, and offspring.
How does it know what mood you're
And
in?
down the left here we've got Harris Manchester, which is our one for mature students, anybody the age of the age over 21, not 15 for mature students. And you should have some live students standing on the left trying to find a cure for diabetes, for example. Out on the right here, tiny fossils in the stone, material sciences. And there's the blue plaque that remembers Dorothy Hodgkin, her work on crystallography, vitamin B12, taken in the rays now, and also cholesterol, insulin, and penicillin. Rose Trust House beside us in 1929, so Herbert Baker worked on the Bank of England, 32 Street in London, inspirational for this one. And they changed the height restrictions just from doing that. They Rose Trust House was organised to dig a 300-seater underground lecture space, so it has to be a bit perturbed that they couldn't fill up otherwise. But that's your only option, sometimes increasingly with the footprint here. And we are going to go down to the centre of the city, then we lift the loop and do North Oxford to the keep and field, see those in advance. And the range of scholars we included in Hubble, Hubble telescope. They're still trying to determine where he lived when he was on his scholarship here. And Elaine Locke, who went out to Harlem, created the Harlem Renaissance culturally. This is our dear little comet house down on the left, staring at the windows into the ideal. He was at Pembroke, Exeter and Merton colleges here. And our Trinity College through on the right. And this one's where the McWhirter brothers attended, starting the Guinness Book of Records. Modern, also beside us, 1610 this one. And it's where Melvin Bragg attended, arts commentator, novelist. He's written about the development of English around the world in Sanskrit. We've got a gorgeous golden elephant up high on the left here for the Indian Institute, now research centre into the 21st century. Straight up through Hertford College, bit of scaffolding around that one at the minute, but 1282, so one of the 100 academic halls that grew into the grander colleges. And the bearded fellows here are boundary markers. You've got uni territory there, sitting out here. And we've got one of the 17 degree days going on with North Week and Ninth Week to the 3 academic terms. This is main term for exams as well. So we are very lucky if we have access into colleges, but it's not impossible. Walk around the outside, keep looking in as well. Exeter through the left here. There's a gentleman from the city of Exeter down in the southwest, and that's college has founding links with there, who walked all the way up from there to Exeter of Oxford. Balliol through the left. This one's where Kings Olaf and Harold of Norway attended, and there were a rivalry between Balliol and Trinity next door. They put each other on eBay, for example. And at Balliol they have their own May morning ceremony. They've got their own pink and cream tower further in the site there, singing on the May morning, May 3rd. So we're in the middle of Oxford, and straight up here you can see the Sheldonian, the Curve building. This is where the students register in October time, and 3 or 4 years later they're back to collect their degree. Alright, thank you very much for the moment, enjoy yourselves. Alright, remember to keep your ticket and the headset to be on and off today.
Thank you.
And there's the walking tours, alright, remember those.
Yeah,
You
lovely.
okay? Just do a little dance up the top there. Yeah, thank you. Alright, hang on to
Oh.
that, yes. Use it again in Cambridge and London, alright? Thank you. And, alright, hello. So the Sheldonian, the students come to know of the degrees. You also have the voting for a new chancellor in there. That happened a while ago, no, already. After some years, ex-governor of Hong Kong has Patton being chancellor. It's been Lord Hay, who makes modelling.
Me as well. But we're paying individually. Yeah?
And, hello, welcome, you just joined us, you've got your headset? Yeah. Yeah, so you plug in here, alright? Yeah. And then you come through the bottom left, you press that, and then you take it to the microphone, alright? Top right as well. Okay? And, concerts in Sheldonian these days as well. And, quite a departure because we used to have classical concerts in here normally. We also have down on the left Blackwell's bookstore with its Norrington room. So you go down and down the various levels of that one. You can look out into the Cumberbatch room or Trinity room to the left. So you see from here has Kettle Hall, lovely Dutch gamers. Named after a former president of the college. Used to hang out in the garden with our citizens in wearing their hair long. Trinity's also got the gorgeous cottages from 1600s, saying thanks to William Marsh, the artist. Over the road here at Exeter, wrote a strong note in the lettering campaign when he realised these were going to be taken down. Alright, if you've got any questions, you can ask me. Exeter, this one. Yeah, yes. On your map, we're in the middle of the page. You got your map alright? Yellow circle.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll let the doors open. Right?
Can I see yours? This
So
one?
that's 3 to 5.
He's got mine.
We came to. I bought the one. I've got 2 people on that
Any
ticket.
point of
Two
star
people.
shape around early Oxford. You can't walk the walls here, unfortunately, not like York or Chester. They've retraced them to an extent. And they've got the Saskatchewan room through in there, which
How much
is
is it?
underground as well.
17.55.
Cold in there today.
17.55.
Yes.
And
Good,
we
yeah.
have up through ahead with the Sheldonian, the British
Yeah, all good.
side behind you.
Good. You got the
There's
tickets.
calendars and diaries, for example, you 610 and it connects the bathroom to the computer room.
Oh,
to the hall.
good.
Thank you.
No red carpet in there, there's concrete floor, for example. Alright, thanks for now. See
Thanks,
you
Jess, see
about.
ya.
Alright. Are you moving to Christchurch or anything like that? Oh yeah. Well, keep safe in the sun, won't you? No? Safe from there. So the building, we don't get to go inside it, as being members of the public somewhat, but you have open days in September.
Yep, it's still going. get out of your way. Oh, sorry. Have you seen anything you want to get off for yet?
No, but well, we've seen. No, not yet. I'm quite happy just to do the circuit. Yeah.
Are you listening to it?
Yeah.
Is it hard?
Right. No, it's a proper.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay. These are your tickets, so hang on safe to these.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's alright, you need them for being on and off, yeah, throughout the day. And then after today as well. So, we're underway again, we've got Sam at the wheel. You may or may not need it right now. Okay, thank you. And we've got Bale. Yes, unfortunately we can't open the skyline, okay? Sorry about that, but would have been good, but again, didn't factor that one in. So Bale through the left. Is where sometimes the students fire water pistols at us from underneath the window ledges, which we wouldn't mind today, would we? It's like, bring it on. But typically they're not in their rooms to do it. And this is where Boris Johnson attended, the late Rabbi Lionel Blue, and Nathaniel Canodius, who recently brought coffee to Britain, or their Ethiopian Yemen thing famous for that. Yeah, you can enjoy the rooftop restaurant, top of Boswell. You've been up there already, you were staying there, yeah? No? All right. You just, sore fake, yeah. All right?
Yes,
You
my
okay?
love. I'm fine, my love.
Okay. No fun catching people. So Bale here, this was built on the site of the Catherine Whelan and Aruna Centre lodgings, the Rats Castle. Another venue for Catesby and his men to discuss the gunpowder plot, which remember on November the 5th with all the fireworks. And right, we're either going to do, no, we're going to do Beaumont Street then. Back behind us is the North Gate Tower, dates from 1000, one of our oldest buildings. King Sweyn Fort Bid of Norway incidental building, that one. And it had an adjoining prison. You paid on entry for any so-called luxuries, like a blanket, contemplate blankets today, and certainly for any hope of coming out of the jail, for example. And the church here, this is nice and cold inside the stone building, of course. And to keep this one going, they've had efforts such as a 16-hour marathon of singing in Latin, each college choir coming in and doing this stuff. And that was back in February. Every time. Yeah. We can't compute, can we, today? And so the memorial on the right here, Lambeth Palace in London helped authenticate the colours for the families of the martyrs around the outside.
Oh,
this is
God.
Bishop Latimer. Around the other side, Bishop Ridley working up in East London. But a lot of you are rather taken with the sparkly chandeliers through the left. And this is when they had to refurb and ran off because Chef was doing underneath the swing bridge. And so Oxford Preservation Trust to help him restore it. And they're the ones who also help with Heritage Weekend in September, which is a great time to come back. Time to visit to David Place. Hello. Open doors. Colchester, Bristol, Burrs Head, and you stride and ride, go between the church and Donbass. Great time of year. This year's theme is architecture. Haven't been really, but you get all the oral history of buildings. And we have had the theatre, Edible England, amazing inventions, printing. Oh, right, okay. And look out where you live. Oh, right, okay, yeah, well, Briangate, Leatherhead and all that. Oh, good. They do open doors, yeah. Yeah. Early weekend in September and then the middle weekend is usually the So welcome people just joined us, alright? You wear your headset, you can, on the unit, if you press the bottom left, you then see a picture of the microphone. Sun hides it though, so you use your leaflet and then you see what you're doing. And the right top is the volume. Okay? Right. Down on the left here, we've got people taking the photos with our oxen over the ford, origin of the city's name. 5 places say the original crossing point for the Anglo-Saxons falling off the side of them. So they hang their handbags on this hill.
Hey guys,
please hold the hand.
is my GoPro in the way?
No, don't use the stairs while the bus is moving.
building. You see the weather vane a bit better today. It's been a bit of breeze, thankfully. No one's gown flowing in the wind. So you wear your gowns for quite a few occasions. So at reception class, you wear cap and gown these days, don't you? You graduate? Reception primary school? Yeah. And you wear it for registration in October here. 3 or 4 years later when you pledge your degree. So when we meet the band, they go around the parish boundary with a dinner hole. So that's on a section day in May. And Lincoln and Brasenose students wear their gowns. This additional day called a tanning gown night. It will take place over the time for food and accommodation. And we're nearly back into what was the Institute of Actuaries named after John Lee. See you again. See the 4 candles pub shine behind us? And the late Ronnie Barker wrote the sketch. Find your items at a hardware store. He went to the Oxford Old Boys School, lived behind, as did T.C. Larson or any. Yes, is it East Coker, where we had that motorbike accident? Times Hill. Yeah. Oh yes, yeah, got lots of places on the bucket list, yeah. We're going to go round to the castle in a minute. Got a nice cool brick inside. If people want to go on the boats at all, they're likely to be busy today as well, especially books with our office stuff. And then we go round to this side as well. And there is a dry well that's up about 20 feet down inside, so that was the pure supply of water anyone laid siege to the castle. In March time here we hold a lot of big effigies of Queen Matilda and King Stephen, who back in the 11th century fought over rights and crown. And so you can go in the Debtors' Tower, the former prison hospital, and you can take tours, the unlocked attraction through the rights. There's always a cell to the former prison we had here, you can go in and out of as well. You ask at the Malmaison Hotel, the former prison is a very swanky hotel now. And the left here, Bond Square, where we have our Baptist Church today, formerly the Royal Mints. Apologies for expecting that. remember there's walking tour today and pub tour should be night as well, 5:30 or so, car taxi. Alright, okay. Thank you.
That castle looks good. Dexter was getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Thank you, hang on tight there, yes.
Park and ride back to Thornhill just there as well.
Oh, that's handy. Are we going to have a look at that castle?
And the pub tour, 5:30, if you want to car back this evening, leave that one. Alright?
Shall we stay on here a little longer?
Yeah, well, if we do the circuit, get off where we got on and walk down to the river. We can have a walk along the river
That's all right,
and
no.
then maybe head
I know,
back
I'll
up,
try and keep
because I
on
imagine
the
the
bus
river's
because
only
I
back
like
down here because castles are usually right by rivers, aren't
And
they?
said, so out on the left here we've got the shopping mall, and this was going to have a big bridge of size over to the castle, but that again didn't materialise. To the right there's two pubs, one of them with 15th century section of city wall, and through the shopping mall here's a little memorial garden for Roger Bacon, extended on the early curriculum here. Topics of logic, grammar and rhetoric. How many angels can balance on the head of a pin? We discussed for many hours.
Let's have a look in there as well when we do the castle.
Yeah.
Do seem to have it's polluting. We're trying to keep cool. Yeah. You just have to watch your teeth, but you can keep all your certificates, alright? Don't you? We haven't got enough dentists, remember? No, we don't need that. Dentists will love the money, so we have to put them back in. Oh dear. So, bottom of the map now, and the Thomas still here, John.
I would like to see the castle though.
Yeah.
Did you, it look cold?
Yeah, well, castles are
And we've
castles,
got
aren't
Alice
they? They're always good
Days
fun to go
coming up
around.
Saturday.
Cross another one off our list.
Yeah, exactly.
Organised by the Story Museum. And we have 150 Alice's dotted around all sorts of events. The Lobster Quadrille at Christchurch. I think listen that
We're gonna need another day here, aren't we?
Oh, God, yeah, we'll come back again.
Yes, yeah. And it just seems to be one day this year.
Come back in
So they
August
do
or
usually have a
something,
whole
you know,
weekend.
something
They
like
might
that,
have some
maybe.
additional events, but at the minute it seems one day. But it's
Or
by the
even
Story
beginning of
Museum.
September when it has that fair
In
that they
Pembroke
were
Street.
talking about, the
Nice
street
by
fair.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So
Well,
the shopping
anytime,
mall
really,
here,
yeah.
back in 2017,
Hour and a half away,
was two
so
large holes. So they
20
found
quid each,
over
isn't it, to
20
come down, so
Yeah.
it's a cheap enough day out.
And those were meant to be travelling with a handling exhibition. The peach stones through the vegetable
Did you get fed up
garden,
about
little shoes
commentary?
and stones.
Yeah, well, it got out of sync.
The
You know,
area
it started
here,
talking about things that were
1320
nowhere near
saw
time.
tenement
Yeah.
properties, good deal of overcrowding. Later age in the 1800s, 3 outbreaks of cholera due to sanitation. So Karl Marx makes study of the relative slums for his book Das Kapital. And in the 60s, there were whole clearances appear as well. Whole streets taken down. Through the right are telephone exchange, formerly, and this you might have seen in the Lewis episodes, the ladies used to do a party line across line in here.
Please hold the handrail when using the stairs, and don't use the stairs while the bus is moving.
Get a few more steps in as well today.
Yeah.
And through the right are Crown Court. So this was one of the 16 car sales sheds where William Morris founded the College Father Castle. And he was a major benefactor to Oxford, brought about the distribution of iron lungs to put them at the country's hospitals. And down behind, through the right, the head of the river pub, we actually had lifeboats launched from there, even though we're so inland. So it's a wonderful photograph. You still see the crane in position as well. And ahead the Bake Collection musical instruments. The gamelan is very popular from Indonesia. You play it sat down. Sousaphones, flageolets, not just messages about Chopin and Schubert, but Jimi Hendrix. So if you want to do punting, Sandy, we were talking about punting, there can be some from down the way here on the right. You've got the party boats, the big covered craft, and you've got the smaller ones where you can have afternoon tea on this little canopy boat. And there's Cherwell Boathouse, that's the top of the map. Okay, so if you think about the punting, you've got the various options. Through the right here, Christchurch, these meadows are free till it gets dark. You can try and lift the
If we
sword in
drop
the
off,
stones
walk
as you
down
go
the
through, that's from John Benyon.
canal, the Thames until we get to it and walk up back through there. Then we can go through that shopping centre.
Origin of tourism for
can come out by the car.
And if you're about here tonight at 9:05, you can hear 101 chimes of the bell inside the tower.
Well, just tell me when you find a good place for us to get off.
Oh, we'll get off where we got on. Then we've at least done the whole tour, whether we get back on again at another point or not. Because that was only, what, 200 yards from the bloody Thames, wasn't it, at that point? So we know where we are then.
This isn't where we got on, is it?
No, no, no.
And Alice Day next Saturday. You can do a bit of pumping down the bottom. There's only so much down the very bottom there. But yeah, Magdalen College is all geared up.
And that's on Abin.
It's out east. It's going to be the right hand side of the map, but we can't stop directly there. You have to go for the 10 and walk down.
Yes, I'm a GoPro nerd, okay?
Okay.
No. So the office down on the left with all the red in the windows, you inquire there about those. You want to go in the 45-minute walking tour included in your ticket. You have to be earlier rather than, you know, get in there early. All right?
All right then. Thank
Thanks
you.
for now. Thank you. Good luck with washing the can then.
Thank you.
As they say. Yeah. Cameron.
Sorry, getting in your way. Sorry, everyone. Right.
Oh, she's a fucking cook. Yeah, so the Thames is just down there by that churchy looking thing. We'll go down there and have a bit of a walk round. Sit by the river, in the shade, maybe with a cold drink. You want to cross over into the shade while we're...
Generations of Northern alumni returning at their grave.
What did you ask that lady?
That's quite.
Oh, I don't think I asked her anything, she was just telling me shit, I think. She was just sitting there saying, don't forget there's a pub tour and there's a walking tour and there's this, that and the other. If we go into there we can cook it all up, but I think by the time I think we can just wander around and
Musa. We call it Musa, basically.
Musa? What's
You never heard of Musa?
No, what is that?
This is an Arabic word for fish.
More like mental energy. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, gotta look at the cakes. Oh, God.
well, they look a bit
They
tasty.
look heavenly, don't they?
Yeah.
Fresh mint lemonade, that sounds nice as well.
by the look of them, they're about £7 each.
It'd be almost worth it to try it, to be honest. I wouldn't mind dunking my feet in that river. Hey Chris, this morning at the petrol station, we tried to pay at the pump a couple of times, didn't we?
Yes.
And it declined.
It did.
And then we you just filled up as normal, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know, as if you was going to go in at the kiosk.
That's right, yes.
And obviously it declined again.
Yeah.
Sure.
We can walk through there along the Thames or not, whether it is just
Ouais, après tu rentres chez toi.
What?
no, it's £8. I just thought we were going to walk along the Thames.
I'd rather do free stuff and then be able to have something nicer to eat.
Well, that's right, yeah. I mean, we've already spent 17 quid on it. If we could walk along the river that way rather than that way.
I don't mind what way we walk along the river.
Yeah, well, that's alright.
I just want to have a walk along the river.
download his name tag.
She was wearing wedding dress though. She had lots of
Tiny this time.
Well, the ice cream's inside today.
It's a very crispy. Walking, but like like that.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped now.
What are you filming, brother?
Sorry?
What are you filming?
Just anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
We could do later if you want to.
It's okay, well, you want to go this way. It's further along here.
Please tell me you're free today.
Yeah, it's better to separate us.
Yeah, it's just.
See if that's free or something. 'cause
There's no way to get down.
because we're about there on this roundabout, so we'll have a look round the corner, but otherwise I don't know. might be that all the buildings back onto the Thames, it might not be a free bit of land to walk along.
So do I, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Honestly, mate, I'm not sure. You can walk along the Thames.
Oh, is this the way towards the castle?
No, we're on the wrong side of the river now.
One.
Must be a way just to go and walk along the river, surely.
Well, I think it's all part of, I mean, it's all going to be part of either the schools, the colleges, the botanic gardens. None of it seems to be open.
All right, okay.
But maybe we'll find some. We'll go down to some of the other parts, we'll see what we can find. Like Cambridge, most of the college is actually back onto the canal, onto the river.
Yeah. Are those cakes nice?
Yeah, that's as far as over here. Or down there.
Yeah. Were they expensive?
£5.
That looks like Cinnabon.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know where I'm going to go and spend 5 quid.
Biz yaşamayı sunuyoruz size. Botaniğe gittiniz mi?
Daha da gitmem.
Okey. Tamam, biz sana ait.
Ben botaniğe gitmedim.
Take the next road on the left.
Yeah.
That goes down around the Botanic Gardens, but then you've got this Christchurch meadow. Maybe that might be open to the public. So we can have a look. And then once we've done that, we walk down, then we can walk kind of through there, and then the castle will be around this bit somewhere. Rose Lane boardwalk, have a look and see if we can get on the meadow, have a look by the river there. And then we'll come out the other side, that's that big shopping centre, we walk through the shopping centre and the prison's on the other side.
Okay.
That sounds like a plan.